By executing some specific actions, we're rewarded with secret 1-ups. At the end of the first mission in Corneria, if we perform a perfect somersault under the legs of Golemech without taking damage, an additional Arwing will spawn. For pulling this off, Fox gets a compliment from Peppy, Slippy or Falco, randomly.
Good going, Fox! I'm...
Yippee! You did it!
I'm going... All right!
Near the end of Sector Y, we can see our bodies flying in front of us. If we boost slightly and manage to stay in formation for a couple of seconds, an extra 1-up appears. The boss of Venom 1, Golemech, is fought in a tunnel inside a temple. The corridor is apparently endless, but it actually has a limit. After about 8 minutes, we reach a dead end, and before crashing to our death, we're given a 1-up.
In the title screen, after waiting a few seconds, using the analog stick we can freely move the 64 off the logo. The characters will look at the number following the movement with their heads. In the Japanese version, moving the 64 away from the logo reveals that the final X is stretched out into the shape of a fox tail. For some reason, this little design touch was removed in the US version. In PAL regions, the game was renamed Lilat Wars, so instead of the number 64, we can move the Star Fox team emblem. This is Star Fox 64 for the iQue player, a unique version of the Nintendo 64 which was released in 2003 exclusively for the Chinese market. In the logo there's neither the 64 nor the Star Fox team emblem, but the function is still there, so the characters look at an invisible imaginary object. The title screen of the Nintendo 3DS remake is completely different. We can't move the number 64 anymore, but to make up for it, we can rotate the camera using motion controls.
In the PAL version, there's an exclusive language option in the main menu. For the voice acting, we can choose between English and Lilat. The Lilat language is just gibberish. Of course, this is a reference to the original Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, which was released in 1993, 4 years before Star Fox 64. In the Star Fox 64 official Nintendo Power Player's Guide on page 17, there's a cool blueprint of an Arwing with some interesting technical specifications. The Arwing's length is 18.5 space meters, which should correspond to normal meters, and its height is 5.5 space meters. In normal atmosphere, such as on Corneria, the Arwing's maximum speed is Mach 4.2, meaning it's 4.2 times faster than the speed of sound, so more than 5,000 km per hour. The engine is called NTD-FX1, a clear reference to the Nintendo Super FX chip used for the original Star Fox. Here's a curiosity: the initial version of this chip was called Mario Chip, with Mario being an acronym for Mathematical, Argonauts, Rotation, Input and Output. This is the official soundtrack music CD for Star Fox, released in Japan in 1993. The booklet contains some cool pictures and interesting info, including technical data for the original Arwing. Its overall length is 28 space meters, so it's 9.5 meters longer than the Arwing in Star Fox 64. There are several spelling mistakes in the CD booklet. The most notable one is Falco Lombardi instead of Lombardi. This is our original Japanese copy of Star Fox 64. There's an oddity on page 11 of the instruction booklet, in the image depicting the Lilith system. Sector Y is mirrored compared to the final version.
While playing normally, the charge shot automatically and instantly locks onto enemies, and we get an extra point for each enemy destroyed by splash damage. There's a cool technique that is super important to max out the score. If we charge our laser while holding Z and R, we can bypass the lock-on and aim the charge shot manually. Instead of hitting a single target directly, we can aim a charge unlocked shot at surfaces near groups of enemies, and catch as many targets as possible within the explosion. Here's a showcase of this tech in the first section of Cone Area.
Thanks, Fox. I thought they had me.
We're entering Corneria City now. This is horrible.
With the charge unlocked shots, we can also get additional points by hitting the debris of enemies that have already been destroyed. For instance, this tech works with the Garudas, and for some reason it also works on the plasma prominences on Solar. We get a bonus hit if we shoot at the center of the arches. In one of his attack patterns, the boss of Solar, Vulcane, generates a prominence, so if we avoid defeating him, we can boost our score. If we're really patient, we can get up to 999.